Hey sports card fans, it's John, Wade Boggs fan. It is Wednesday, day one of the National, heading over to the convention center. I'm here with Chris from Missouri.
Hey guys.
And my goal today is to just get a lay of the land. Looking forward to seeing the expanded area that everyone is talking about. So just to get a sense of where everything is, and then possibly check out this one dealer that I know has some 1978 Topps cards, try to work on working my way to complete that set. Hopefully can pick up some cards there. And other than that, I'm not sure if I'm going to buy anything today, but I'm going to shoot some video and give a recap later, so stay tuned.
He's right there walking.
So this is in the expanded area. This used to be where I believe PSA was and maybe some of the breakers, and it is expanded fully into there. I'll be taking a look at that a little bit later. And that is the old entry, the old setup there. I'm gonna head to there first, check around, and then I'm gonna go back into the expanded area and see what all's in there. As I was saying, this was the old PSA. There's PSA's drop-off. That was in the old part. This is where all the autographs used to be. And it extends additional booths all the way down there. I haven't been to that section yet. And then all of this up here is brand new. All new open space. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get to all of it here, but it is huge. We have some breakers over here. This is the main breaker area in the middle. Going through here, there's going to be more dealers in this back section even. This is just massive. I've been walking for about 3 hours today here on Wednesday and didn't even get to this section yet. I'm gonna have to hit it tomorrow. It goes all the way into here. It extends all the way over there. All the way down there. And further down, there's some more corporate display area, but just a huge amount of extra floor space here at the 2023 National. My feet are already tired only after about 3 hours of walking around. So much to see here. Picked up a couple small cards that I'll show, nothing big, but just to get the feet wet a little bit to see what I can pick up here. Still searching for that elusive 54 Bowman Ted Williams, trying to find one in like a 1.5 or 2. I keep seeing ones in like PSA 3s, 4s, 5s. You can see down here at the end, it still continues. I don't know if you can see down the floor space here, but all of this is just massive.
Well, day one of the 2023 National is in the books, and it has been unlike any other day one of any National that I have attended. As I mentioned earlier, my goal was to just really scope out the space, see the additional space that has been added this year, and potentially stop by one of the booths to look at some 78 Tops. So I did stop by that booth. Unfortunately, he hadn't updated his inventory since the last national for 78 Tops, so I've yet to take a look at any of them to see if I can add to my complete set, although I have a potential another dealer that I will be looking at those cards probably tomorrow or the next day. But I did manage, even though I wasn't sure I was going to buy anything, I did manage to pick up a few cards, and one of them, again, which is not normal for me on a Wednesday. Normally for any big purchases, I wait and make sure it's the right deal and so on, and later, but I picked up my big card that I was looking for, hoping to find at this year's National. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you 3 pickups, including the really big pickup for this year's National. The first 2 cards I have to show off are 2 Kari Yastrzemski cards that I need for my Greater Playing Days run. The first one here is his 1970 Topps All-Star card in a nice PSA 7. A lot of these, even in these higher grades that tend to be really off-center, this one's a pretty good example in terms of centering. Not perfect, but it looks really nice to me. Nice clean back there as well. Got this one as well as this one here from the same dealer, the 71 Topps AL Home Run Leaders with Harmon Killebrew and Frank Howard. Also in the PSA 7, to pick up a PSA 7 from a 71 set with that black border. Really, this one really has the nice black border there, well centered. Very happy with this. These weren't very expensive. The backs, a little off center, but that doesn't bother me. So this was $35, and this one here was $40. I got both of them for $65. But the big purchase was one of the ones I may have mentioned in my preview National video, but this is a card that I've wanted since I was a kid. I just love the card. I loved sort of the rarity of it, and I knew I had to find a lower graded example of it in order to fit my budget. I found one maybe a little bit higher grade than I was looking for. I spent a little bit more out of my national budget to get it, but I think it is well worth it. It's the 54 Bowman Ted Williams in a 2.5. Fell in love with the centering. There's just some minor surface wear, like a little bit around his chin there. Very little like creasing in the card. It's the corners, but that centering is just amazing. Couldn't pass up this deal. Check out the back there. Really nice and clean. The seller, as you can see here, wanted $16.50 for it. I purchased a card from this same dealer at last year's National, the 1970 Topps Thurman Munson rookie card. He remembered me from last year and gave me a great deal at $1,400. So I couldn't pass it up, even though my budget was sort of around $1,000 for this card. Given the grade, given the great eye appeal of this card, I think it was well worth that extra $400 out of my national budget. I still have some money remaining to have some fun over these next couple days. But yeah, just absolutely love that 54 Bowman Ted Williams.